So I've generated over 100+ million views for me and my clients on social media, and I've identified the number one mistake business owners make across the board, which is ignoring their own outliers. So when a video performs 3 to 5 times better than your average, most creators and business owners just move on. They move on to a different topic, a different format, and they don't look at the one that performed well. And that's the wrong move entirely. So those high performing videos are your outliers, and they can be replicated again and again and again. And that's what most people don't understand. They're always going to do well because they're your own outliers. And you need to be squeezing every last drop of juice out of them. And in this document, I'm going to break down exactly how to identify, replicate, and scale your video outliers to consistently attract high ticket clients through your content. And if you're wondering why I'm looking down, my computer's down here as well, with what you're seeing on the screens down here. And if you don't know who I am, my name's James, owner of Magnify Your Content Media. I help business owners basically scale with content. We do everything for our clients. We're not a coaching program. It's a done for you offer where we take over the whole content creation process. They only have to record for an hour and the rest is taken care of for them. And this means I have a lot of data on what's actually working through a ton of different clients and through myself, through my own content. So I can actually speak about this strategy because I know it's working, and I know for a fact, once you find your own video outliers, you can keep on replicating them, okay? So first of all, what is a video outlier? So a video outlier is any video that has performed 3 to 5 times better than your average videos. So most gurus and most content gurus say to you, go outside your industry, find creators that have performed super well and replicate those outliers. But they never tell you to do it for your own outliers, because every creator, every business owner has a different outlier, and that's what most people don't understand. Yes, there's kind of formats you can copy that will work, and I'm not against that. I'm actually for that, and as you'll see in this video, I will explain how to do that. But you need to find your own outliers as well, because this also allows you to stand out in a way from your competitors, because if you find your own outlier, it's your own style, okay? It's your own video, and you can keep replicating that, and more people will come into your world through that, more of your ideal clients, okay? So when you look at your own outliers, you know for a fact that they will work for you because they've already been proven to work, because you've had one video that's popped off. But when you look at other creators' outliers, you don't have an idea, and of course it's good to test, but you don't have an idea if these are going to work for you or not, because there's a certain type of business owner that can speak in a way you can't. There's a certain type of business owner that knows certain things that you don't, that you can't replicate within that video. And there's a certain type of business owner that explains this in a way that you can't explain it. If that makes sense, okay? So you have to find your own outliers instead of just looking for other outliers. Taking inspiration from creators is excellent, and I actually do recommend it, but your own proven videos are your most powerful asset. You need to be using those videos that are already working again and again in different ways. So for example, a recent client that just joined, all the client has to do is press record. We do everything. We're around 11 videos in, and we've already identified 2 outliers. 2 videos clearly outperformed the rest, and now we can use that as leverage to replicate that over and over again. And let me just show you these outliers that we found for my client Jordan. Again, we just started working together. We're around 11 videos in, and we've already found quite a few, actually, to be fair. So these aren't my videos we created for him. We haven't created these ones from this one. This one we created. From here we created the rest of these videos, and we've already found 2 outliers. This one here, which has 290 likes on Instagram, 7,200 viewers, and most importantly 57 comments for a lead magnet, okay, which is 57 leads. And again, we also found this outlier, which was 4,200 views, 122 likes, and 58 comments for his lead magnet. Again, another one here, and another one here, and another one here. So what are we going to do with these outliers? We are going to replicate them, okay? We're going to do 2 things. One is use them as trial rules. So what you can do is slightly change the hook And also just post them, slightly change the hook or something about the video, maybe cut a few seconds out or whatever, and post them as trial reels. Or what you can do before you actually post these videos is duplicate them in the drafts, post one as a trial reel and one as just a normal video. This way because Instagram does say, oh, this is a replication of a video that you've already posted, this may get less views in trial reels. But for some reason, for Jordan, we've already tested this and they've performed super well. So you can do it that way, or you can just post them as trial reels. That's the first thing that we're going to do again and again, and we've already done this, and they've already performed the same as the videos we posted normally. But the difference is that most of those are non-followers. So most of those coming from the trial reels are non-followers, following him, viewing his videos, and then they're going to go into his profile, see the rest of his content, okay? Next, we're going to actually replicate these. So the proven topic and format, we're going to utilize it again and again with different angles. So ensuring consistent above average performance. So for example, if we look at the video and realize, okay, this is the format. The format is the main reason why it's performed well. What I'm going to do is take a different topic and apply it to that format. So we know the format's working well, and that's why it's performed well. And it normally is the format that is the reason why it's performed well. I'm going to replicate that over and over again because I realized the format's working, okay, but I'm just going to do it in different ways. I can also literally just recreate it and post it again on your feed. And I would suggest every couple of days reposting a high performing video because it's always going to perform well. And it's just going to bring you new people into your world daily. And nurture the old people, because a lot of people don't realize that, yes, you've got followers, but most of your followers don't see your content. Yes, they're scrolling through sometimes, but not all of the time. So if you keep posting these, one day they're going to be on there and they're going to see that video. So what we can also do, if we find the topic's the reason why it's performed well, we can take a different format and apply it to that topic, okay? And I can research outside Jordan's industry or anyone's industry and find formats that performed very, very well. And this is when you research other creators, where it does come in handy, is researching formats that are outside your industry, bringing them into your industry with the topic that performed well, and boom, you've got a high performing video that only goes to your ideal client and repels, most importantly, anyone that you do not want into your world. And you're basically going viral in your total addressable market, which is the whole goal of content. You don't want randoms, you want ideal clients, okay? And again, I want to show you another example with my other client, Rick. This made him 50k from this video, okay? So this one video made him $50,000, and there was also around another 70k in the pipeline as well from it. So this cooks. What I'm telling you to do cooks, okay? So we went outside Rick's industry. Again, I'll go to his page. We went outside of Rick's industry and found a format. This done super well on TikTok, not just Instagram, okay? So I'll show you the format. It was this one here, but again, he keeps reposting it, and sometimes it performs well, sometimes it doesn't. This is a repost, so it didn't perform as well. But on TikTok, this got over 200k views. I'll put it on the screen, and over 200 leads, leading to 50k added to his business. Okay, so this is a tier ranking format, and as you can see a bit of a pattern here with Jordan's video. One that was a tier ranking format, it performed well. And now I know this, I know it's an outlier. I know it's an outlier format, and I can replicate it again and again and again in different ways. For Rick, what we did was we replicated this in a different way. Instead of saying tier ranking businesses to buy, we said tier ranking things to say to a seller when buying a business. Boom, you're speaking to your ideal client, replicate in a format that's already proven to work, so it's going to go viral in your total addressable market. And once it does, you can replicate it in different ways. You can take another topic, take another hook. You can stand up and do the tier ranking format. You can be in an actual store, you can be in actual business, for example, if you're a business coach like Rick, and replicate it. But you need to keep replicating these videos because they're always going to perform well. It's just how the algorithm works. So once you find something that works, don't move on, okay? You have to keep replicating it and reposting it. The format is always mainly going to be the thing that determines whether it's going to perform well or not. Maybe the topic was, you can look at it, but make sure you analyze these videos that have performed well and see exactly why it's performed well. take that, leave it, okay? Don't touch that, but bring a different format in, bring a different topic in, bring a different hook in. It may be the hook that the reason why it performed well. Replicate that hook with a different topic. Replicate that hook with a different format, okay? So you need, again, just keep replicating these videos because they're always going to perform well. And also you can reference this on your sales calls. When you hop on calls with prospects, or your sales team hops on calls with prospects, make sure you get them to ask a question saying which video actually rang you in, which video led you to be pushed over the edge to book in a call, which video shifted that belief of yours, which video overcame this objection. So you know what content works, so you can replicate those videos as well. Okay, so the 3 levers of every outlier, there's only 3 main things, and I've kind of touched on these multiple times. When you analyze why a video outperformed, it always comes down to one of these 3 elements. Understanding which lever drove the performance tells you exactly how to replicate it. So the format, in most cases, it will be the format that performed well, and that dictates whether a video performs well. Take that format and apply it to a completely different topic to generate a new proven piece of content. Sometimes it will be the topic. If the topic drove performance, take that exact script and topic and apply a different format to it. The subject matter resonated, now present it in a fresh way. So the way you could tell this is if you're just sitting down and talking. That will mainly be why, whether it's the topic or not. So get rid of that format, get up, get your eyes out that chair, and do it in a different way, in a different format. And then there's sometimes the hook, okay? If the hook was the magic ingredient, take that hook and apply it to a completely different format and topic. A great hook is definitely a reusable asset that can power multiple videos. So how do you find your own outliers? So what you want to do is, if you haven't got content already, so if you haven't posted content already that's outperformed most of your videos, you probably have, okay? You've probably posted a few pieces of content and you've had 1 or 2 that's outperformed. Those are your outliers. But if you haven't, you need to actually do what other gurus say, which is research your industry and research other creators within your industry. So start by researching proven formats within your industry, okay? Or go outside your industry and find formats. Just literally scroll on social media, okay? Scroll on Reels for a bit if you have time, or get a team member to do this. Scroll and find formats that are performing super well. So again, example, the tier ranking format's working super well. Take that right now, literally steal it from me and replicate that within your industry, and I guarantee it's going to be a high performing video. Okay, but just scroll, okay? See what's working, take that format and apply it to a relevant topic within your industry, okay? And then what you can do is you can post like 15 of these videos, okay? 15 of these different formats, different topics, different hooks that are working within your industry, and then you're gonna find an outlier. You're gonna find a video that performs 3 to 5 times better than your average, and then you can replicate these. You can replicate these outliers. But the goal is to take proven formats and pair them with relevant topics, or proven topics and pair them with relevant formats, so you go viral within your TAM, so you go viral within your total addressable market, rather than attracting random viewers who will never become clients, okay? And once you've identified your outliers, dig into the why. As I said, you really need to analyze these outliers. Was it the format, was it the topic, or the hook? Then replicate it in different angles, and you can also see why it performed well by just testing. So for example, if you're not sure on whether it was the format, the topic, or the hook, test, okay? Take the hook, apply it to a different topic. Take the format, apply it to a different topic. Take the topic, apply it to a different format and hook. Okay, then you can see why it performed well. It may be all 3 things that was in the video. That's why it performed well. Take it and utilize it again. Post them as trial reels. Repost them on your feed. Repost them to other social media platforms. Again, the one that made Rick $50,000 was because we took it from Instagram and reposted it to TikTok. It got over 240k views on TikTok, 200 leads, which led to 50k. Okay, so repost them, repurpose them. Okay, just to go back on what I just said, this is what you need to do. You need to first, if you've posted content already, find the video outliers. So look for pieces of content that perform 3 to 5 times better than your average. For example, if you had a video that done 1k views and there's another video that done 3 to or 5,000 views, that is your outlier. Okay, replicate that. If you haven't posted content, go outside your industry, find formats, topics, and hooks that are already proven to work. Take them and apply them to a relevant topic within your industry. Just make sure you keep your messaging dialed in so it goes to your ideal client. And then post 15 of those in different ways, and you're going to find your outlier. Go all in on that. Okay, but all you need to realize is you just need to replicate these ones with different angles. So different topics, different formats, different hooks, different like speeches, like just for example, like change your location. That can count as a format, but just change your location on where you're actually creating these videos, and that could make a huge difference as well. Then what you're going to do is post them as trial reels. Use the platform's trial reel feature to push proven content to non-followers and expand your reach beyond your existing audience. And then just in general, every 3 to 5 days, keep reposting the videos that have performed well. Okay, continue posting replicated outliers while simultaneously testing new content, which is important. Don't just repost these and post nothing else. Test new types of content. And what this is going to do is going to allow you to build a flywheel of consistent above average performance. But what I want you to realize is the whole entire point of this strategy isn't just views, okay? It's to attract high ticket clients through your content. And the key is to go viral within your total addressable market. So if you see someone dancing and just dancing in general, don't replicate that, okay? Because you're a business owner. People don't want to see you dancing. They want value. They want to be able to get small wins after watching your video. So the key is to keep your messaging dialed in while still being able to go viral. Because when you go viral within your total addressable market, that is a hard word to say for me for some reason. The majority of those viewers are your ideal clients, okay? And that's the whole goal of content. To reach your ideal client, nurture them through your messaging and eventually convert them, okay? And by consistently replicating your outliers and testing new content simultaneously, you build a content engine that doesn't rely on luck. It relies on data you already have, okay? So this is what I wanted to go through in this video. I hope you got some value from this. This is proven to work, guys, okay? I do this for multiple clients on a daily basis. Replicating your outliers, they're always going to perform well. I'm telling you right now. I can say this as well from experience. I really should have said this at the start. I had a TikTok page that was getting 10 million views a month, okay? 10 million views a month, which is 120 million views a year. And I found something that worked, which was skit videos, which was the format, which was skit, doing funny things. Instead of just being like showing my workouts, I would be funny, okay? I'll be funny about what I'm doing in the gym. And that worked, so I've replicated that over and over again. First I got 1 million views, then I got 4 million views. Then every time I posted, it was nothing below 100k views, okay? So that was the format that worked, so I kept on replicating it, okay? And also I replicated the actual thing that I was doing in the video, and that again got more and more and more views, okay? So this comes from experience, guys. Especially if you're a business owner, you need to be replicating this because you want to go viral within your total addressable market, and this is exactly how you do that. But I hope you got some value from this video. If you found this useful but want to know how to turn those views into actual paying clients, this video in the middle of the screen right here would be very handy. It shows you how we set up a ManyChat sequence for my client that added over 70k to his pipeline. And yeah, I hope you get some value from it, and subscribe, everything like that, and peace.